Hi everybody, this is going to be one of those videos of a more serious nature. My friend, Wheezy, asked me to do this in response to the video he posted tonight on child abuse. And the reason he asked me, and he knows that this is a subject that is very close to my heart, because I am one of the survivors of child abuse. And I've suffered every type of abuse there was: physical, sexual from age 3 to 16, and verbal. I was not neglected, which is another point. Well, maybe neglected in the fact that I wasn't protected from my abuser. So I am not going to be telling my whole story. I might interject in a couple of places, but really what I wanted to do here is kind of give you a wake-up call and give you some information and, tell you the things that you can do. I mean, they call me a survivor because I'm alive, and I'm not on drugs, and I'm not homeless. There could be better reasons to be a survivor, So, I did, a little bit of checking, and I just wanted to let you guys in on some of the information that I found. And, hopefully you can use it to stop what is an epidemic, and it is an epidemic. I've mentioned that before. It's horrible. So, over 3 million children a year are victims of child abuse. 3 million. Can you believe that number? 600,000 are in foster care. And it's scary to think that there's that many in foster care. What is more scary is all the rest of them that are still in the homes with the abusive parent or non-parental caretaker. In 2004, there were 1,490 child abuse or neglect-related deaths, and the rate has done nothing but climb since 2004. 78% of those cases were one or both of the parents responsible. 10% was a non-parental caretaker, and 10% unknown. That is a statistic that I don't even understand. Unknown. The highest risk as far as age are 3 and under, of course, and then 4 to 7, and then 8 to 12, and then 13 to 17, and I would guess that would be, of course, because the younger you are, the more defenseless you are. The more scared to speak up, or completely unable, 3 and under, to speak up. And you have to count on somebody else standing by watching to just do something about it, to not be scared to do something about it. The highest risk children are children from lower socioeconomic families, one-parent family homes with the lower socioeconomic class. A lot of the parents suffering from depression. And this is not to say in any way, shape, or form that it doesn't happen in a higher socioeconomic class, because it absolutely does. I think that it is hidden better in those situations. I was from an upper middle class family with 2 parents in the home. And with me, and I will talk to you more about this later in other videos, I will tell you my story. But I had my defense mechanism, because we do have defense mechanisms, and mine was that I completely blocked it out. Something could happen to me, and the next minute I didn't know it. I was lucky in that way. but unlucky in the way that, to be completely honest, by the time I was 14, 15, I was suicidal and didn't even know why. Completely depressed and didn't even know why. So, that is the kind of thing that happens, and that is another thing you need to pay attention to, because that's where these children end up. These are the children that the ones that don't end up dead end up in foster care, and they come out of foster care and they end up on drugs, they end up homeless, they end up females prostituting, they end up dead in prison, you know. So the social response to child abuse is failing in spite of the many agencies there are to get help for these children. If we don't step forward and make the reports and demand change, change won't happen. This is the epidemic. It's going to continue to grow, and if we don't act now, that's it. It's going to keep growing. The problems that we face socially is underreporting, non-disciplinary investigations in the roles that Child Protective Services play. And let me tell you what that is. That is the child protective person going into the home, asking the child, are you being abused? Are you being hurt? You know what? That child is going to say no. They're scared to death. 8 out of 10 times, they are scared. They're going to say no. Either they're scared, or they're scared, and they love their caretaker. 98% of the time, it is their parent. They love that person. They don't want to leave them, even though they are suffering the way they are suffering.